What's up, my peoples? Let's take a look at our NCX workout for Thursday the 30th. It is our last day of April, and we should be getting back into the gym sometime soon, of course with some guidelines that we want to follow, but I am excited to be seeing you guys again. So, as always, before you watch this one, or at least continue watching this one, remember to watch the other video as well. That way you guys understand your options for what your workouts could be. So we have our strength portion, again, which is going to be more so a skill because we aren't able to load as much as we normally would for strength. And then we have our conditioning, which is going to be very similar to our strength portion. So we have tempo dumbbell front squat, 4 sets of 10, rest as much as you need in between. The tempo is very short. It's more so just making sure that we can control our movement in the descent. So it could be 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, all the way up to 10 seconds, as long as you aren't deviating from any sort of good movement. So what I'm looking for out of you guys is your ability to keep this extension of your T-spine. So a lot of the times I see you guys kind of reach through here and try and get your elbows forward, but I'd much rather see you guys try and reach your back up this way and try and reach your elbows forward. So it's going to be a little bit easier with the dumbbells so that you don't have to fight the path of the barbell. When you have the dumbbell, you have a much easier time because you can freely move through, as well as you can place the dumbbells in other positions that might be conducive to getting your elbow through. So let's take a look at that. I want to see you guys have those dumbbells in that front rack position. It's going to be just slightly on top of the shoulder, slightly behind, as long as your elbows are staying within a 90 degrees. If we cannot get this high, I'd much rather see you do something like a goblet squat and just focus on the upper back portion rather than the elbows. So take a look at this. I'm going to set my feet up just outside my hips, especially if I'm barefoot. I highly recommend you guys training barefoot. I'm going to slightly angle my toes out. I want to be able to keep this upright position as I sit my hips back. My knees go over the toes. I'm still squeezing my butt and come up nice and strong. If we happen to only have lighter dumbbells, a lighter barbell, adding more tempo is going to create something that we'll look at like neural drive, something that you'll get out of really heavy weights but don't normally get out of light weights. But if I can spend some more time under this load, we might be able to mimic some of the benefits that we would get with heavier training. But either way, I think slowing ourselves down, adding that tempo, especially over that larger rep range, will get you just the workout that you are looking for. So remember, I want to see how well can you keep those feet flat and keep this positioning here with your elbows and your back at the same height level that you started as you move up and down through the movement. So that's our first thing. Again, take as much rest as you need during and in between this and the next workout. So the next workout is going to be lots of fun because there's a lot of changing variables. So it's a lot more dumbbell work, which we've been getting from the NCX workouts, which I really like. We're getting creative in how much we can do with the dumbbell and how many different types of patterns that we can expose you guys to. So you guys should be dumbbell masters once we get back to the gym. We have an 11-minute AMRAP, 1 dumbbell front squat, 2 ground to overhead, and 3 lunges. But every time we complete that, it's going to go up 1 rep for the front squat, up 2 reps for the ground to overhead, and up 3 reps for the lunges. So the first round looks like 1, 2, 3. The second round looks like 2, 4, 6, and then you just keep going. So you're going to understand that with these movements, like we've been practicing, that are shorter, full body movements, you will fatigue a lot quicker than you normally would. So we want to be careful at how we pace this. We should be at a conversational pace, and we should be finding a way to move every time, all the time. So we went over our front squat, the dumbbell ground to overhead. I would actually like to see something like a clean and push press out of you guys. It can be a muscle clean or a power clean into a push press, but I want to make sure that we're controlling the movement as best as we can. So for this only, we can do this. We can clean from the middle. So knees out, shins vertical, hips back. I'm going to push the ground away, up and then I can muscle clean to the shoulder, and I'm going to dip to the outside, and then press to the top, and then bring it back down. I'm going to choose that style of patterning for you guys over a snatch just so I can slow you down a little bit, and in hopes of having you not wear out too soon. When you do snatch, you guys tend to just rip it to the top and then rip it back down to the bottom. When you have something where you have to stop in the middle, it creates that little bit of a pattern that's going to allow you to just breathe, which is going to be super important when we do any workout. So we have our dumbbell ground overhead, and then a reverse lunge is going to look like this. We're going to hold our dumbbells in that suitcase position, so just at our sides. And I want to see how well can we use that trail leg, that leg that's moving back and forth to propel us. So this is really good for big toe strength, quad strength, and learning how to just kind of set your hips. So let's see, how well can you retreat that back leg and then fire it forward as best as you can. If you're taking little steps in between, either go lighter or do less reps. Or just know that maybe we're not going to compete for time in this workout. I want you guys to own this position. So here's what it should look like. I have my dumbbells at my sides. I'm going to keep my shoulders nice and low. Take a big breath. I'm going to reach this foot back. And then as soon as my toes hit, boom, stand. Reach back, toes hit, boom, stand. I want to be very aggressive with these. You don't want to hold on to the dumbbells so long. You don't want to be in your lunge position so long so that you're doing an isometric hold, and you just end up being more tired. So we have an increasing rep scheme. We have a lot of fancy dumbbell work. I really like this for you guys. If you had to choose one, I guess I'd say we're going to do the NCX workout over the NC HIIT workout. Don't tell anyone I said that. I'm not playing favorites, but I like the stimulus that this is providing you guys, and I want to see if you guys are up to the challenge. So, again, NCX workout for the 30th. See you guys soon.